Okay, so we're going to start by opening Illustrator and creating a new project. So go to File in the top left, New, and now put your dimensions in here. And for this we're going to do, let's say, a 300 by 300 millimetre lid of a box. And so we'll create our artboard. Here's our 300 by 300 millimetre artboard, which is the size of the box of our lid. In Illustrator, to find your tools that you want to use, go to Window, and here are all the different tools. We're going to be using Layers and Image Trace. I also have the Roland VersaWorks colours here, which you find in your swatch libraries. When we're using the Roland LEF, we only ever use the white and the gloss. So let's bring an image in. So go to File and scroll down to Place and find an image. To resize the image, go up to Object, Transform, scroll down to Scale, and here we're going to go for 25%. Click OK. To move the object around, use your Direction tool here in the top left, Selection tool, click, and now you can move your object. To resize, just grab the corners and use your Shift key and stretch, using the Shift key to keep the image in its original proportions. We can move around and centralize. Now going back to the Layers panel, and you can move these toolboxes around your screen. Go down here to create a new layer. We're going to double click on this highlighted new layer and call it White. Click OK. Now we have two layers, the original layer 1 and white. Now we're going to click on our layer 1. Now we know we're working in our original layer. Go up to Edit, and we want to copy this, so scroll down to Copy. Now return to your Layers panel and click on your white layer. We want to copy this image into our new layer. So go back to Edit and Paste in place. Now we have the image in two layers. For now, we're going to hide our original layer. So click on the eye icon so that layer 1 is not visible for now. Now we're going to make sure our flowers are highlighted and use the Image Trace tool. We're going to trace this image and turn it into a vector file. For this, we go to Image Trace and the Preset part. We're going to use Silhouettes. Click on Silhouettes. Illustrator has traced the outline of the flowers. Now we're going to go up to Object and scroll down to Expand. Here in Expand, click OK. Now we can see the different lines. Now go to the top left and click on your Direct Selection tool. From here we can now turn this silhouette into our white. So go over to Roland VersaWorks and click White. Now we know the outline of our flowers is white. From here, return to your layers panel and turn your layer 1 back on so it is now visible. Go to your white layer and drag it underneath the original layer. So layer 1 is on top of the white. Now we know that we have a white background underneath all of these flowers. Now go to File, Save As, and we can call it Flowers with a white background. And we're going to save it as a PDF. Save. Save the PDF. Now we're going to open our VersaWorks and bring this job in. So go to the top file, add the job to QA. We're going to find our flowers with a white background and open in VersaWorks. And it's here at the bottom of the list. Double click on your job and open in VersaWorks. Now in the media settings at the top, we're going to change the media width to the size of our box, which was 300, and our height was 300. We're going to make sure that our artwork is upside down by clicking here on the bottom. Now we can centre on the media. If you look, actually, that looked a bit wrong, and it's because I put 330 instead of 300, so I'm just correcting it. Now we can see our 300 by 300 box with the flowers centralised in the middle. Now we can go to the next setting, which is quality. And here we choose the ink we want to use. And we want to put a white background on these underneath these flowers. So here, under Mode, I'm going to select white ink first, followed by coloured ink here. And you can see a pink tone showing us that white has been selected. Now we're going to scroll down to Colour Management and change to Sign and Display. Now we're going to come to the bottom of this toolbar to Special Colour and click here. We can see that we don't have to generate a special colour plate because VersaWorks has already recognised that there is white in our artwork. And so here white has already been selected for us. But we are going to bring the white in a little so it doesn't bleed underneath the coloured ink. And so this is down to experience really, but for this purpose I'm going to bring it in by 0.423 of a millimetre and click OK. Now this job is ready to print with white underneath.